All right, and we're live with the Blue Boys podcast, and our guest for today, Dennis. What's up, Dennis?
Hola, muchachos.
Yes, what's up, Dennis? How
Y
you
muchachos.
doing? How you doing? How you doing? How's COVID been treating you, bro?
Um, Not good because I'm stuck in my room all day.
That's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate to be stuck in your room all day. You really need to get out and exercise. Yeah.
It's like where to exercise. The fitness facilities are closed down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're at Stony Brook. I
Yeah,
forgot about that. Yeah, this I saw their gym. It looked pretty nice. Too bad you can't go there, Dennis. Anyway,
I gotta stand outside and breathe on the windows.
why don't you just run up and down the halls?
I'm not sure it'll probably disrupt the neighbors.
Fuck the neighbors. They're bored out of their minds anyway. They'll welcome it. They'll welcome the disturbance. Run up
Think
the
everyone just runs up and say,
run up and down the stairwell then. Bare feet, as to not make a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
noise. Practice your ninja
Oh,
walking.
dang. It's like high intensity ninja training.
Yes. Yes. Practice your parkour, but indoor parkour.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my god.
yeah, this pandemic has been quite crazy, man. What's your thoughts on the election? Who you gonna vote for?
Oh.
Have you
So,
registered to vote?
I think I have. I just
You
don't
think?
have. If you, yeah, it's like it's part of a college for orientation thing. It's like, yeah,
Come on, man. You can register online. It's incredibly easy. I watched Ryan do it.
yeah, like yeah, it's like I've registered, so I think I'm able to because like I turn 18 probably on election day or something.
Whoa, you're still 17, Dennis?
Yes.
Whoa, you are a lot younger than me, Dennis. By like a few months.
Dang,
I didn't know that. I thought you were older
dang,
than me. Crazy.
dang. Your boomer hours.
Real boomer hours out here. It's nuts. So, let me think of some interesting topics. What's your thoughts on BJJ? Is it a real martial art? Or is it just a sport?
Uh, I would consider it a martial art because it's like grappling is a type of fighting.
Well,
Even it's like taekwondo in a sense. It's like you might not be good at fighting, but it's like it's a martial art.
so it's like martial arts for people who can't stand.
Okay, so I mean, disabled people can fight too.
But can they, Dennis? Is a
Yes, they
disabled
can.
person gonna knock me out anytime soon? Is a paraplegic gonna knock me out, Dennis?
I mean, Muhammad Ali, he had Parkinson's in his last fight.
Yeah, but the man got. Come on, dog. You know nobody in a wheelchair gonna use BJJ to wipe out somebody. Unless they were like mad jacked and like crawled out and shit. No. That's
Like
unrealistic. It's not gonna happen.
I mean, there are some armless, like legless wrestlers. One-armed MMA fighter. I think
Okay, one
there's.
arm, that's very different. If I did not have legs, if I was bound to a wheelchair, how will I defend myself? With a gun. See, that's give disabled people firearms. Perfect. They can defend themselves easy. Yeah.
But I thought the question was if BJJ was a martial
Anyway,
art, not what's the
BJJ is
best
not a
way.
martial art. It's
Why
a
not?
sport. Well, let's see. What's BJJ based off? You know,
Grappling?
grappling by itself. Would you consider wrestling by itself a martial art?
Yes.
Why? What qualifies a
Oh,
martial art?
so a martial art is, I think that has more martial, so it has to do with fighting, and I would say fighting is quite a broad range of skills and stuff. And I'll say the ground game is a part of fighting since a
Yeah,
lot
but
of
no
fights
fight
do go to
starts
the
on the
ground.
ground.
But it can go to the ground. Yeah.
It can go to the ground, but fights don't start on the ground.
So okay, both of you can just kneel on your knees and
Okay,
start on
okay,
the
okay,
ground.
okay, okay, okay. Martial arts. Well, okay, we'll analyze the term martial arts. Let's see martial, right? Martial society, martial people. Let me think of martial people in my society. Police officers. Would I take my police force and teach them only grappling, only wrestling? No, I wouldn't do that. Because my guys would get punched in the face or stabbed to death, killed. And how are they going to run after them? No. There has to be a philosophy. What's the philosophy of BJJ? I think that's what constitutes a martial art. There has to be a philosophy behind it. Yeah.
And what kind of philosophy do you think a martial art should have?
A philosophy of self-preservation, de-escalation, trying to better oneself, um, self-defense, uh, thinking about like war, fighting, the ideas behind that. I don't really see that in BJJ. Well, because I'm thinking BJJ was founded by guys who were judo practitioners, and judo isn't a martial
Hmm?
art; it's a sport based off the martial art of Jiu-Jitsu, which was used by samurai to like kill each other. So
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like
Okay.
BJJ,
So
because it doesn't have any philosophies and it only teaches grappling and nothing else, that's not martial art, because martial arts should be all encompassing. A martial art should
but
teach you everything about self defense.
okay, well, would you consider Taekwondo a martial art?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a big focus on only kicking, and it's probably not going to help a lot of practitioners actually
Okay,
defend
Dennis.
themselves.
Dennis. You can end a fight with one kick. What am I gonna do? End the fight with
Okay,
one
so
arm bar?
yeah, I mean, you can, like, if you get a good choke, it's like you can end the fight. It's like,
Yeah, but do I really want to be wrestling dudes in the street, on concrete, on broken glass, versus people who are like multiple opponents? That's the big thing.
and so I believe that there are
BJJ
many
can't protect you against
shortcomings of martial arts.
multiple opponents. It can't protect you against two dudes.
Okay, so I know that there are shortcomings of many martial arts, and Taekwondo it does have its shortcomings,
I know
but like
Taekwondo has its
despite
shortcomings, but
this,
I feel like BJJ has the most shortcomings out of any. I just don't consider BJJ a a real martial art. A real martial art teaches you BJ Taekwondo. I feel like that's barely a martial art in itself. A martial art should teach you how to defend yourself to the death. I they should be teaching you how to kick people in the dick and rip their eyes out. Shit. Okay, this is to protect your life. BJJ on the other hand has rules. Too many rules to be a real martial art. It's a
well,
sport. Like
I
judo,
feel
like
like
taekwondo, it's a sport.
I feel like BJJ can also be modified to do those things because it's like you can
Well, of
have a
course
more
it can,
sport
but it's
oriented.
not.
So it's like karate is like another martial art where it's like a lot of practitioners don't really practice like a lot of self defense, but it's like it has a lot of encompassing things that can be adjusted to how you want to train.
Well, yeah, it's more like that's the thing. It's more like an idea that you have to like modify for your own uses. But I feel like BJJ is just a sport. like judo.
Well, I feel like martial arts can have sport aspects. Like karate is a martial art and it has a sport aspect to it.
Yeah, but I feel like that sport aspect is a little more in BJJ. I'm saying, man, BJJ is not a martial art. It's a sport. It's a sport, you know?
But it's like even like I think it can be both a sport and a martial art.
Mm. BJJ in itself is not a martial art. Okay. Is Jiu-Jitsu a martial art?
I mean, I would consider it so. I don't know too much about the actual practice of jujitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu is Jiu-Jitsu is older than karate actually. Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu is a martial art. It's traditional Japanese grappling to be used in civilian life and in combat, you know. Old school jiu-jitsu is just a part of buje, you know, combat martial arts. It's just a section of buje. What? What's
What
so
sort of
funny?
name is what sort of name is Puche?
That's the name. I didn't come up with it. It's buje.
Okay.
Buje is the umbrella term, or I forget, or budo. Yeah, buje, and then everything falls under it. So you got jujitsu and like Lido or Laijutsu, like fighting with swords. There's Yaijutsu, fighting with spears. There's Kyudo or Kyujutsu, which is archery, and
So why isn't Jiu-Jitsu
Hojojutsu.
part of it?
I said
Oh wait.
Jujutsu. I
Oh,
said
sorry.
that
I
was the
meant
first thing I
The
said
Brazilian. Sorry, I meant the
because
Brazilian aspect.
because because in jujitsu class, because in BJJ class, um, Mr. Gracie does not pull out a knife and he's like, okay, so here's how you throw a nigga and knife him.
Okay, so it's like there are many martial arts which are not like knife based, like with the archer based martial arts. Like, what if they're so close you can't pull a bow? It's like, what are you gonna do?
It's not about the bow, dog. That in itself is just a part of the larger martial art. It's just something they would teach you in Bujay
Okay,
class
so
back in feudal
why
times.
isn't BJJ part of the big Bujay
Because
then?
BJJ one BJJ is so far gone from original jujitsu. Nobody even freaking teaches original jujitsu anymore. Like jujitsu was supposed to throw people on the ground so you could kick them in the face to death. Like that was jujitsu at its heart, you know. OG jujitsu was not about like ground game to choke somebody out. It was about throwing someone on the ground and kicking their face in or stabbing them, or if you had no weapon, choking them out. But Brazilian jiu-jitsu, that comes from judo. The guy who brought judo to Brazil, the Gracies saw that and they're like, ah, yes. Now, and founded, they, came up with Brazilian jiu-jitsu from looking at people do judo. And judo is a sporterized version of jiu-jitsu. So it's a sporterized version of the martial art. So it's a sport, And
But
that's
like,
the history of BJJ. That's why I'm saying it's a sport because it comes from another sport, you know.
but it's like I feel like sports and martial arts, it's not one or the other thing. 'Cause I feel like martial arts can have a lot of sport aspects. Like there's a lot of competition involved. You know.
I don't know, man. I think for your martial art to be a real martial art. I need to come up with some really arbitrary rule right here. Let me see. You need weapons, or it's not a real martial art. I'm gonna say that right there. No weapons, it's not a real martial art. You know, the
Okay.
police didn't get around in ancient times. That's where all martial arts come from. You know, the police,
Okay.
and the police did not get around kicking people or grappling them solely. So I'm gonna say that your martial art ain't real unless they teach weapons.
Okay,
Plain and
but it's like
simple.
I feel like even
Taekwondo
some
ain't
weapons.
real. Ain't a real martial
Okay.
art. That's a sport.
Your
That's
weapon is your foot and hands. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like Muay Thai is a sport, just a very brutal sport.
What?
Yeah, Muay Thai is not a martial art; it's a sport. BJJ, it's a sport, just a really extreme one.
But it's like even if they're sports, like they can give you a lot of like skills to really help
Yeah, I'm not
defend
saying
yourself
they
in a lot
can't.
of
They're not
situations.
giving you. I'm not saying they're giving you strong. I'm just saying they're sports.
Okay, so like
Somebody who
why
takes
can't it be martial
BJJ,
arts?
someone who takes Taekwondo, someone who learns Muay Thai, they're at such a far. They have such an advantage over someone who doesn't know anything, right? But I'm saying they're not martial arts.
Well, I mean,
They're
going
sports.
on to dictionary, it says of or appropriate to war, warlike. That is a different. I mean, the
What was the
definition of martial.
definition?
Of martial, of or appropriate to war, and warlike.
BJJ is not appropriate for a war setting. No, no way.
But
No
you
way
can
in
say
hell.
appropriate to or warlike.
War like nah. In war is a serious thing, Dennis. People die in war. You know, for it to be warlike, it has to be. You know, there has to be a fear of death. Come on,
So
man.
people have to die.
People must die for there to be a war. Not even. A lot of people have to die for it to be a war. A good few. Bruh, ain't no North Korean soldiers were kicking GIs in the face, right?
I mean, why
And
would
no
they?
samurai were getting choked out on the battlefield.
I mean, they had swords. Why would they?
Exactly. But samurai were definitely throwing each other on the ground, you know. Samurai were fucking stabbing each other and shit. Yeah. That's legit. Anyway, past this bullshit.
Okay. Yeah,
Dennis,
the argument went on for long.
do you think you could take Joe Rogan in a fight? Could you
Nah,
beat Joe Rogan in a fight?
he's got too many physical advantages, you know.
Well, let's see. How tall are you, Dennis?
Like 5'8". Yeah.
5'8". Oh, you probably are exactly Joe Rogan's height. Actually, Joe Rogan is that tall, man.
But no, he's beefed up, you know.
Yeah, he's too beefy. All those anabolic steroids and
I mean, you can't
all
say
that
that for sure, you know.
all that DMT. he's too big. But does that put him as a disadvantage or an advantage? You know, like with the
I would say it's
quickness. Do
quite
you
an
think you could
advantage.
outrun Joe Rogan in a foot
I
race?
mean, he's probably more fit than me, so yeah.
Hmm. Come on, man. You need better cardio then. Can't outrun Joe Rogan? Like, goddamn.
Well,
Okay.
I mean,
If I gave
there's a
you a
difference between
sword and I
sprinting and
gave
jogging.
Joe Rogan a sword, who do you think would win?
I mean, probably him because it's like
What, you think Joe Rogan's
I'm too
taking
timid with the
swordsman
sword.
classes? What, you're not
But it's
gonna.
like even then, with he has a lot of physical advantages, like just speed and sheer size.
That
It's
does
like
not
if I get
give you
cut,
any
I die. If
advantage
he
in
gets
a
cut, probably.
that has nothing to do with sword play. It
I
has
would say you
nothing to do
can.
with sword play.
I would say
And maybe
like
if you had an
athleticism.
axe. Yeah, athleticism definitely, but not
Yeah,
even that.
so it's like
Swordplay.
he's more.
Let me tell you something, Dennis.
Okay.
When one uses a sword, right? It's not about how much power you put behind a sword, you know? If I swing really hard at something, yeah, I might cut through it, but it could bounce off. A sword can it doesn't matter how hard you swing something. It matters your blade alignment, you know? If my blade is straight, if my swing is true, it'll go through no matter what, right? It doesn't matter
Okay.
anything else. It's all about technique. Swordsmanship has nothing to do with physical size or strength. It's all about technique. I mean, someone without technique versus someone with technique can't win. Yeah, it's not um like a wrestling
But
match
it's
or a
like, what if
boxing match in that
someone has
sense.
technique and power, or
If
athleticism?
they have
Because like,
technique and power, oh, that's good. But the thing with a sword fight is one wrong swing can cost you your life, you know. It doesn't matter the power of my swing unless it hits. If I miss and I've swung really hard, well, that doesn't really do me much because I'm super exposed now. My sword is all the way in the wrong place. I'm exposed, and the other person can just poke me and I'll die. It doesn't take much. All you need, Dennis, is a week of classes, and I think you could beat Joe Rogan in a duel.
okay, okay, I can beat him in Smash Bros. There,
There we go. Dennis can beat him
there.
in Smash
Yeah,
Bros.
I
I
choose
can
Marth and I kill him with the sword.
I can confirm this. Dennis is quite the Smash player. But yeah, Joe Rogan won't know what to do in a Smash game. Joe Rogan would get sauced in a Smash match.
Yeah.
Completely sauced.
He hates video games so much he puts the controller down.
He tries to choke you out. What do you do then?
I use
Enraged
BJ. Yeah, I use BJJ.
against his superior BJJ.
I do what I can.
Bruh. You know Joe Rogan's a Gracie fanboy. Those people gave him a job, man.
Yeah.
He loves BJJ. He gave up his
Hey,
he gave up his first discipline for
Taekwondo.
BJJ, man. He's like Taekwondo's fuck that shit. BJJ is where it's at. Oof. Man, those guys who taught him Taekwondo really didn't um make sure he stayed loyal. He dropped them like a hot
Dang,
potato.
dang, he just let his legs go to waste.
Joe Rogan. That bald fuck. But anyway, what's your thoughts on the Caribbean?
Uh, I've never been there, but I think it's probably overhyped. Maybe I'm not sure.
Overhyped, man.
Like,
Come on,
what
half
is
my
there? Just
family's from
Cuba
the.
or something?
What is there? Just Cuba? Did you really say that? What the hell's wrong with you? One, Cuba's the worst Caribbean island. I'm gonna put that out there. Fuck Cuba. It may be the biggest, but come on, nobody wants to live in Cuba. That place sucks. The best Caribbean island, hands down, Grenada, where my mom's from. And it's not that I have any preference or anything, because I don't.
Yeah, no bias.
No bias at all. I am completely unbiased. But I'm just saying, when it comes to like physical beauty, the scenery, the landscape, the people, the food, everything's better, man.
Okay, but do they
Another
have?
bad Caribbean island, Jamaica, man. And all Americans do when they hear Caribbean, they're like, "Oh, Jamaica. Ah, yes,
Oh my God.
Jamaica,
That
stoners,
that's the image
amazing."
I have in my head. Yeah.
See, he's got this stupid stereotypical image of a Caribbean person. They're black, they have dreadlocks, and they're smoking pot. No, that is not the
Just
average
like LA.
Caribbean man. Okay, that's bullshit. Not even most Jamaican people don't have dreadlocks. Okay, that's associated with Rastafarianism, and in a lot of Caribbean islands, Rastas are kind of looked down upon. Because most Caribbean people, one, they have a conservative background because Christianity has just such a foothold in the Caribbean, man. Us Caribbean people are God fearing, man, and Rastas. I like Rastas. I like Rastafarianism, but most Caribbean people are like, yo, dog. Rastas, they're just kind of stupid, Well, not stupid, but like they're goofy, man. Rastafarians like live out in the woods and they're like hippies, they're not like looked as favorably
Yeah.
on by the general public. Like that's a good analogy, like hippies. Um, but yeah, Caribbean people are very conservative, very conservative. A lot of Caribbean countries, it's illegal to be gay. Anti-buggery
Oh,
laws, and they're not enforced though. No one enforces those. Those are holdovers from when
dang,
it used to
even the
be
cops are gay.
when it yeah, even the cops are gay. But that's just a holdover from when it was illegal to be gay in England. Anti-buggery laws is what they're called. But yeah,
Well,
all Commonwealth countries it used to be illegal to be gay. All of them. But
yeah.
they just don't bother taking them off the books. It's because a lot of laws in those countries aren't even enforced, man. Everything's lax. As long as you're doing what you're doing and you're doing it right, no one's gonna bother you.
What doesn't work? The shower? Yeah. You need to pull back. Yeah.
Man, Muhammad doesn't even know how to use a shower. I'm disappointed.
That's the other roommate.
Oh, you have two roommates?
Yeah.
For
One more on the way.
for those in the audience, Dennis has a roommate. He introduced us to him, Muhammad, and he's from the city. Introduce us to your second roommate.
He's in the bathroom.
Oh, what's his name? You know it?
I'll check the door.
This guy
Either
is living with
Benny
these
or
people.
Eason.
Oh God, he's got four people
Either
living
one
in
of them.
there.
Yeah, the fourth one's on the way.
Oh Lord. Wow. Are you guys all tested?
Like you have to be tested to get in the campus.
Okay, you got tested. How was it?
Uh, it hurt. Like I got a headache the rest of the day or something.
Oh, they stuck something up your ass?
No, man, no.
I know. I'm just
Went
kidding.
right through there though.
Damn. That's unfortunate. Hey, at least you're tested. At least you don't have the coronavirus yet.
Yeah.
Being stuck with all those nerds. Who knows what will happen? But God willing, you don't get no virus.
Yeah.
God willing, God
That
willing.
would suck.
Yeah, that would quite suck.
Quite inshallah.
Unfortunate. Yeah. But how big's your dorm?
It's like tiny. It's like a small room, as in the living room, and then the other half belongs to the other roommates.
Oh, so it's like a little room, and then a living room, and then another little room.
Yeah.
Like one of those apartments in Hong Kong.
It's like there's a bathroom, a living room, and then two bedrooms. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of imagining.
Yeah.
What's the living room like?
There's like two couches, but it's like the way they arranged it, it's like you can't even sit on one end. There's like no space. And there's a coffee table.
It's a coffee table and two couches. Is there a TV?
Nah.
No TV. Shit, there's no TV.
No.
Any TV anywhere.
I'm not sure. Probably in a union room or something, there might be.
Shit, there's no TV in your room?
No, probably not
Fuck.
even.
Oh, you should have brought a TV.
I don't think they're even allowed.
You're not allowed to bring TV. Why?
Yeah, it's just part of the rules.
These rules seem kind of arbitrary.
Yeah.
Why
Dang,
can't you
would have
bring a
brought it.
TV?
Yeah, I'm not sure, a fire hazard or something.
Oh, a fire hazard, really? When was
Yeah,
the
there's so
last
many
time
fire.
you've ever seen a TV catch on fire? Ever. That doesn't happen, Dennis, unless you broke the TV open.
I mean, it's their rules, not mine. I would have been playing like on my Wii all day, but you know.
He's got nothing. You didn't bring a DS or a Game Boy or something?
Yeah, I don't have that. I just have my computer and phone.
Damn, that sucks. Should have got a DS, man.
It's like I used to have a DS a long time ago.
What happened
Uh,
to it?
it broke.
Shit. Should have got a new one, man. You still got the games?
Dang, I lost a lot of them. I think I probably have Zoo Tycoon left.
Zukai. Of all the games to have left, Zoo Tycoon.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh god.
Oh my god, Super Mario 64 DS was the best one, honestly.
But that's long gone.
Yeah.
That is just unfortunate. This seems like a bad day in Hong Kong over there at Stony Brook. I feel for you, man.
Yeah. But I mean, the food's nice, so yeah.
Is it free? Nah, you gotta pay for it with a meal plan.
Yeah.
But is it good?
It's good. Yeah.
Man,
Got
they're
so many vegan options. Dang.
why though? That's not good for your health. You need a balanced
How
diet.
is it not? I mean, it's quite balanced, honestly. It's like
Oh,
you can eat what you want. They just have options.
oh. I don't support veganism. Look what happened to Sean O'Malley. The poor boy.
He wasn't even vegan. He ate eggs.
See? And look where that got him. Eating eggs.
So it's like if he maybe gave up the eggs, maybe it would have been better.
Yes. If he had if he had given up the eggs, his perennial nerve wouldn't have been freaking severed. Jeez.
The testosterone increased.
Whatcha? Yo. Ah, fuck. I forget his name already. Who was that Ecuadorian dude who kicked his ass? Vera.
Dang.
Vera. Yeah.
Oh dang. Ecuador sounds like a nice place.
Yeah. Sounds like a nice place. Where are your family from, Dennis?
Yeah, like yeah, my mom's from El Salvador. Dad's from Ecuador. Yeah.
Ah, that's cool. You ever visit either country?
Uh, yeah, I only visited Ecuador.
Oh, you never been to El Salvador?
I think I was about to this summer, but then, like last summer, but then, like, coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
Yeah,
That sucks. Yeah. Canceling plans.
yeah, it's like my mom really wanted to go. Yeah,
Man, you could have been in El Salvador. Psh, that sucks. But so you saw that fight with
nay,
you didn't see it?
no,
Oh, we should watch it. It's only like 5 minutes.
okay.
See
But I
what
mean,
happened is okay, so what's his name? Cheetah? No, it's not Cheetah. Anyway, so Vera, Ecuadorian dude, right? Is
hmm
fighting Sean O'Malley, right? Sean O'Malley. Anyway, they have their little standoff. Sean O'Malley does his little thing. He like puts his arm up. He's like, "What?"
hmm
Anyway, Vera comes in. They get into it, for the whole first half. Sean's throwing a lot of leg kicks, right? A lot of leg kicks. Vera's taking them. He's not moving at all, right? He's just taking them,
yeah,
right? He's taking them. He's throwing a few jabs, right?
okay,
And O'Malley throws a leg kick. And Vera retaliates now. He's like, this is one too many leg kicks. I'm going to throw a leg kick. He kicks him, right? He gives him his leg kick. And like the fourth leg kick, he hits him right in the side of the knee. Right?
Dang.
Side of the knee, he gets him side of the knee. Great leg kick. I don't know why more people don't do this. Attack the knees, boy. Ooh.
I mean, did you probably understand that they gotta protect their health sometimes? You know,
Man, fuck
it's like
that guy's
punching in the
knees.
ball sometimes.
Fuck that guy's knees. This is a fight. This is an MMA fight, you know? You're trying to win, not save that man's knee. Anyway, he kicks Sean right in the knee and just destroys him, man. Sean doesn't know what's happened for a bit, but he backs up and then goes to take a step, and because he can't feel anything in his lower leg, rolls his ankle horrifically, right? And everyone's like, "Oh my god!" And he like stumbles doing it too, like almost falling over. And Cheetah like comes at him. He's like, "Oh!" And like O'Malley gets back on his feet, right? And then he does it
What?
again, stumbles
What?
again. So he's rolled his leg twice, right? And you can tell like his feelings coming back a little, but you know like those two rolls have just destroyed his leg. So Cheetah comes in, he kicks the leg, and Sean just collapses backwards, and then Cheetah's just wailing on him. He's just hitting him with that ground and pound. And he's ground and pound the shit out of him, and then Herb Dean's like, "Oh my god, okay, stop." Cause like Sean's just on the ground flailing his arms around like, "My god, save me." But yeah,
Oh my god.
Cheetah thoroughly kicked his ass. But yeah.
Um,
Sucks for O'Malley, you know, getting his leg kicked like that. But yeah,
um,
he
they're no
should
joke, you know.
he should have defended better. If his footwork was better, man, that wouldn't have happened. But it is what it is. I guess he wasn't as upstart as
It's,
everyone thought he was. The next,
it's because of the eggs.
it was those freaking eggs, man. He had weak knees. He had weak knees. He wasn't getting enough calcium or vitamins from those freaking eggs, man. There's vitamin A in eggs, though. Eggs are good for you.
Probably.
But
I
you
mean,
need it.
I feel like it's in like debate right now. You know.
What? Whether eggs are good for
Uh,
you or not?
yeah.
Yeah. What are they saying? That eggs aren't good for you all of a sudden?
The, there's a lot of cholesterol and saturated fat.
Oh, please. Those are natural. What people don't realize, right?
What do you mean it's natural?
Yeah, natural fats, dude. Natural fats are good
but
for you.
but like
In
but
moderation.
saturated is different.
Yeah, saturated my ass. Anyway,
Okay.
what people don't realize about that sort of stuff, right? And I'm no dietitian, but there's natural fats and then there's unnatural fats, okay? Animal fats aren't that bad for you in moderation, okay? Like if animal fats aren't going to kill you as much as things that are cooked in like canola oil and vegetable oil. That's actually bad for you, okay? Your body can't get rid of that stuff or like use it as quickly as it can with animal fats because animal fats, humans and animals are designed to eat that sort of stuff, right? Like we are omnivores. We are designed to eat other animals, right? So our body is used to breaking down animals' fats, you know, and taking those nutrients and doing stuff with them. We are not designed to eat vegetable oil, okay? We were never designed to do that. And vegetable oil will really fuck you up compared to animal fats. If we cooked things in like tallow or pig fat or chicken fat or any other fat made from animals, it would be better for you than like canola oil or palm oil or vegetable oil or peanut oil. You know, it's just that
Okay.
at Mickey D's and shit, they're cooking everything in palm oil. You know, when you go home and start frying up them pot stickers, you're cooking them in canola oil and shit. That's what's really getting you.
Okay, but it's like, why is it that it's one or the other? Like, can't they just both be unhealthy? And I feel like health is like a moderation thing. I think really undermines what is health, because if you like smoke once a day versus smoke a pack a day, it's like one is obviously unhealthier for you than the other.
Well, yeah, but you shouldn't be smoking to begin with. Cigarettes, at least.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter
Yeah,
if you smoke a pack a day or one cigarette a day. Eh? You're not. You
yeah, it's
shouldn't
like,
be smoking to begin with.
yeah, I'm saying it's like increasing frequency increases risk.
Well, yeah. Everything needs to be in moderation. Everything needs to be balanced. But I'm just saying, the vegetable oil is the pack of cigarettes in that situation, as comparative. I mean, if I was drinking tallow, that wouldn't be a good idea. But like, if I cook things in butter, it would be healthier than cooking things in palm oil. And they've proved that. You know,
Who is they?
that's what you learn in cooking class. Did you take
Well,
cooking class, Dennis?
I
Did you?
never took cooking class. Nah.
Damn, you never took cooking class?
No.
Shit. No wonder you never learned that shit. Yeah, we learn all about diet in cooking class. And yeah, that was a big thing when we got to fats.
Yeah, but like even then, it's like I still don't think that it undermines like the negative health effects of saturated fat.
Well, yeah. But everything in moderation, all right?
Yeah, I
Everything in
guess
moderation.
you could be healthy and stuff. Yeah.
I think it's just good to eat a lot of everything. Everything, man. You just gotta eat a diverse diet, you know? Diverse diet. Like, you look at sumo wrestlers, and sumo
Okay.
wrestlers don't just chow down on Mickey D's. They eat special sumo food, so they don't keel
Sumo
over and
pack.
die of diabetes. You know? That's how they can maintain their strength and still be quick. It's because they eat sumo food. They're just bigger.
Big bone.
They're just big bone, dog. It's all that sumo food. It's all that chanko nabe. But yeah, those sumo wrestlers are fucking quick when they get down to it.
Yeah.
The ho! And he throws him out of the ring, and and the other guy squashes a few people in the stands. He rolls through them like a car. Like, ah! I wonder if that's ever happened. I wonder if someone ever got crushed to death at a sumo event.
Yeah, it might have happened.
Yo, I need to
It's
look
like
that up.
everyone sits so close to the action.
Yeah, they're like 2 feet away from the actual event. Like people are always falling out of the ring onto people all the time. Like it's crazy. Those first row seats really come at a price.
It's like you got like health insurance before you spectate on that seat.
You need to sign a waiver, man. Walks in, it's like, here, sign this. It's like, why am I signing this? Oh, it's just a waiver. Why? What's it for? Oh, you'll see. You'll see. Man. Oh shit. Uh, you ever see somebody get sacrifice throwed?
Uh, no, I don't know what that is. No.
Like a sacrifice throw. You ever? Okay. Um, it's a judo throw. You ever play Street Fighter 2, right?
I haven't. I've only played 4.
Fuck. Okay. You know that throw that Ryu does when he like
The
rolls.
back throw.
Yeah, he rolls back with his foot out
Oh, okay.
and throws the
Okay,
person
so
off.
that Uranage kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, that. I don't know. I'm used to being called the sacrifice throw. But yeah, that's funny. I like that. But yeah, you really
Yeah, I
do.
feel like it's really risky for sumo. Because, like, if your back touches the floor and you miss, it's like.
Whoops. But imagine the spectacle throwing a 400-pound man into a crowd of people. 300 pounds of sumo wrestler goes flying. Oh! But the thing is, a sacrifice throw. I mean, well, you could pull it off if you're grabbing someone by the shoulders, though. If you had somebody's head, you know, if you had full
Okay.
control of somebody's head, you could definitely pull it off. But it's much easier if you have someone by like their shirt. And that's why it's you can do it in judo, easy. Well, relatively easy. I mean, to pull it off against somebody without a shirt, like a sumo wrestler, would be pretty impressive and hilarious.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone's ever been sacrifice thrown in a sumo match. Squashes the referee. They have to cancel it.
Okay.
We can't continue. The
Okay.
referee died. His back was broken.
He just gets launched into the crowd of backup referees.
He wiped out every single one of them. Jeez. What are we gonna do?
They got to pause the fight and fly in a new one.
The grand championships have been called off. They killed all the referees in one foul swoop. Uh, oh no. What are we talking about? Sacrifice throws.
Yeah.
Jeez. I need better material. But what's your thoughts on global warming, Dennis?
I feel like it's a pretty bad issue, and
Well, yeah, no
we're all gonna
shit,
die and
Dennis.
stuff. We're
Give
all
me
gonna die. Yeah.
give me an intellectual's thought process on intellect. What's your opinion on it, other than the obvious?
So,
It's bad.
so intellectually,
Okay, right.
dying
Okay,
is
Dennis.
a
Okay,
certainty
Dennis.
of.
Okay, Dennis. Uh, what is what do you think we should do about global warming as a world? You know, as a human species, what should we do?
I think stuff like animal like factory farming. I think provides like a big reason as to why a lot of the global warming is happening. Yeah.
You know, all those cow farts, big problem.
Yeah.
Too many
So I feel
cows.
like it's the place itself.
So too many cows. Too many animals. Well, too many cows. That's the big problem. All that methane. Hmm. So, should Americans stop eating beef?
I mean, probably for the better, but it's like you like why like if you can support like local businesses, that'll probably be like reduce like the amount of because if you reduce the demand for factory farms, they can go down.
So less
Gotta know where food comes from.
restaurants, less fast food, huh?
Well, I mean, fast food wasn't really good for you, and like, why don't the restaurants just go local?
Right. So local fast food.
Yeah,
So what you're saying is, instead of eating fast food, we should all just eat prepared meals like the Japanese.
but isn't fast food like you can cook food too? So it's like
I mean, it's not being cooked fresh, you know? It's coming to you in a lunchbox out of a vending machine.
okay.
That's the future, man.
I mean, you can do that too. I mean, so, could
I
do
don't know.
whatever.
Well, it was fun having you on, Dennis.
Okay, cool.
You are a great guest. Who do you think I should have next on the podcast?
Okay, I gotta look at the list of names. Wait,
Just give me a name off the top of your head, man.
uh, Luis, I guess. I'm not sure.
Damn, come on, Luis. You can't.
Luis.
It's not Lewis. You know
I'm
this,
sorry.
man.
I'm sorry.
Man, I should tell Luis that. You're doomed, Dennis. Luis will have your head. Well, and that's